Hey everybody, welcome back to Guns and Gadgets, your source for Second Amendment news. I got a pretty cool item here that was sent to me by ThruNite, and this is their TH30. This, and I'll put in some pictures here, this is a multi-use headlamp, or headlight, depending on what you prefer to call it. But it's not just locking you in to be used on your head. It's a multi-purpose light. You can use it a ton of different ways, and let me show you how that's done. Okay, so when you take it out of the box, it comes in the ThruNite elastic head strap. It's adjustable on all sides, top and bottom. You basically just put it on your dome like that, and you have a hands-free light. I'm not going to shine this right into the camera because this is a 4K camera and it's expensive, but you just turn it on, and wherever you look, you have light. Now, I'll admit, while I'm a flashlight junkie and have been using lights professionally for 21 years now on my job, I'm very late to the game with this, with a headlight, hands-free stuff, because I was always the one like, you know, that person with a headlamp looks like a goofball. And while I do look like a goofball, this is very valuable when you need light and need these as well. If you're the only person around, you need to find an item, work on something, gather things in the dark, it's very handy, or gives you hands to be handy. So if you don't want to use it as a headlamp, ThruNite has you covered. They give you a ton of things that will benefit you in the box when you purchase this. First off, it is connected to the base by just a rubber, it's two rings connected to a rubber backing. It's very comfortable when you have it on your head, very, very light. The head bands are all elasticized. They're going to stretch to fit your squash no matter how big or small it is. And to take it out, all you're going to do is slide it right out of these silicone rings here. Okay, so that's what it looks like. It comes right out there. And not to worry, if something happens and you rip one of these, ThruNite has you covered because they throw a second, a spare one in the box as well, so they have you covered there. So once you have it out, you use it like a regular flashlight, except it's a 90-degree light, okay? You have your LED emitter there, and it is an orange peel reflector. Your switch is on the top, and we'll go over the different brightnesses shortly. I'm going to bring you outside. You can see how it operates at night. It does recharge here on the side. It is a USB rechargeable light. You peel that back, and you have the micro USB port. They give you the cable as well, have you covered in every direction. They also, because this is rubber, and some people on USB lights bang them, rip them, or whatever, they have a spare one as well thrown in the box for you, as well as spare O-rings to get you covered no matter what. And if you were like me and you're not a big fan of putting a light on your head, they even throw in a metal pocket clip, and you just clip it right on the light. You can clip it on either one of the indentations that the silicone rings slide into here on the frame of the unit, and that way you can carry it, you know, tip up or tip down, whatever you decide. Now, this comes with an 18650 battery, rechargeable, like I said, and this is ThruNite's first rechargeable headlamp, and it also reaches 3,350 ANSI rated lumens, so you know they're legit, not just some made up number that some companies that make cheaper lights do. And this battery also has 3,100 milliamps of power reserve, so it's going to give you some decent run times as well. Now, just like every other ThruNite light, it has low, medium, high, strobe, and firefly, but this light also has SOS mode as well as a medium-low mode, which they have termed like a reading level, so you can use it to read at night. Now, if you're into the specs, I'll throw it here on the screen. I'll just go over them real quickly. It uses the Cree XHP70.2 LED, has a lifespan of 20 plus years of runtime. And the run mode's turbo has that 3,350 lumens, like I told you, and after a minute and a half, it'll step down to 1,050 lumens. That's to thermally regulate the item so that you don't burn yourself or the circuitry inside. This is aluminum and it will get hot. After it steps down, it'll go to 1050 lumens, and you'll get 103 minutes at that level. And like most lights, all these numbers that I'm quoting, they are off of a fresh new charge. High will give you 1275 lumens, you'll get 90 minutes. Medium will be 352 lumens, 5 hours of runtime. The medium low, the new level that they have, is 130 lumens, and you'll get 14 hours, so you can read a whole bunch of books in 14 hours. Unless you're like me, you'll get a lot of pictures for 14 hours. Low mode is 25 lumens, you get 60 hours of runtime. Firefly is a half a lumen, 32 days of runtime. And believe it or not, Firefly is actually pretty bright, especially when you have your night vision all adjusted and you're just trying to navigate around your immediate area or in a tent or whatever. You don't want to wake everybody else up. That half a lumen is actually pretty impressive. And the SOS mode will run at 645 lumens for 305 minutes. The max beam distance, you're going to get 155 meters. The peak beam intensity is 6,550 on the Candela scale. It is waterproof to IPX8 standards, which is about 2 meters. It is 1.5 meter impact resistant. You can see the size of my hand. It's very small. It's about the little longer than my middle finger, and I got some serious hands here. So it's not that big of a light. In your pocket, you barely know it's there. It's very light as well. Now they also have, if you're new to the ThruNite lights, they have a low power indicator. So if your LED will blink 3 times on you, that tells you have less than 10% left on the battery and it's time to charge it. Now also, when you're charging it, the switch acts as an indicator as well. It has an LED under the switch. When it's charging, it'll glow red, and when it's fully charged, it will glow blue. If you have a flashing purple that shows up, unplug it, plug it in again. It means that something isn't correct during the charging. And during charging, only low mode is available. A whole lot of light here, guys. Over 3,000 lumens in such a small package. Let's go outside, show you some real-world usage so you can see how it lights up the night. All right, everybody, so here's the TH30 from ThruNite. This is low. You can see it lights up decent area for 25 lumens, not bad. And I'll put the lumens here on the screen for each one of the modes. Next up is medium low. Okay. Medium. Okay. You can see the differences in real life here. And here's high. Quite the difference. This lights up the entire section of the forest here. And then a quick double tap is turbo. Okay. And if you press and hold, again, like I said earlier in the studio, it goes to Firefly. You really can't see that much, but I'll flash it towards the screen. You can see it is enough to navigate through your car at night and not destroy your night vision. If you go through the cycles, again, there's low, medium, and high. And when it flashes, if you let go of the button, it goes into the SOS mode. Very practical light. You can see you don't have to use it as the headlamp. You can just hold it right in your palm, and it's a 90-degree light. Pretty cool. You hold it like an OC canister or something like that, and then you got the light. You can see on top here, you can see my switch is flashing. It's flashing red, telling me that I have less than 10% charge left, so it's time to charge this bad boy up. Been using it all night. So this is the TH30 from ThruNite, head strap included, extra accessories in the box. An excellent option for $79.95. You can get yours using the link provided in the description below. Until we see each other again, this is Jared from Guns and Gadgets. Be safe, stay vigilant, carry your weapon, and always have a couple great lights on you, guys and gals. Take care, everybody.